Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really...
Nunez! That's another chance! And that is wildly off target. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Nicolo Zaniolo is an unconventional winger in that he certainly doesn't look like one. He's usually instructed to come inside, often exchanging positions with a central playmaker. I mean, his main role will still be to run with the ball, and that's quite a frightening prospect.
Yes, getting the best out of him will... Chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Martinez, and it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Matheus Cunha, nicely spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And now the breakaway. Casemiro, either side yet able to find the net. Good running, strong and purposeful. It's come to nothing. And the counter is on. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And it's Menu. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Pavlovic. And Alexander-Arnold. Di Maria. Zaniolo. Ricci. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Out towards the flank. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Looking for options for movement. Lisandro Martinez makes the interception. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And he's been shifted off it. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Shaw picks it up out wide. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. To look back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway.
Nepal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Menu. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Ricci does well to get it back. Ahmad. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries to play it through. He's on it, and the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Alexander-Arnold. And that is out of play. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Oh, good spread. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
The attendance for this match was 80,600.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And still, we await the first breakthrough. And it's Shaw. Threads one in, spread neatly. It's a promising position, and he whips in across. DiMarco with the clearance. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Martinez. Casemiro. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Ahmad. This looks promising. Engages and forces him off the ball. Ricci. Zaniolo. Now that's well seen too. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Darwin. Menu. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Just a quarter of an hour to play. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Zaniolo. Coming on the field is
Tries to pass it through. Shaw. Bruno Fernandes.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
It's Di Maria! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Di Maria just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge, and he'll rise to it.
Substitutions taking place.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
And it's lofted through here. Sesto! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Substitution on the field. Number 27.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Substitution.
Casemiro. Now it's Di Maria. Looking to play him in. And he's picked it up out wide. Nunez. Now he's off and running. He's in a great position here. Pavlovic. And time is up. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And this, of course, a part of the European scenery known for its great noise. Milan, the grand shrine to the game, the Giuseppe Meazza. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Fermin! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Firmin actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They've played it short. Knocks it into space. Yamal picks it up out wide. Oh, that's a fine interception. Yamal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we're not going to make any further progress now. There could be trouble here. He's had a shot! It is a fantastic goal. He's got himself an absolute pinch. The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Yamal. Now it's Ferran Torres. He's looking wide.
This is the time you need that pace.
And here's Di Maria. Thinks one big chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Barcelona looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it.
Takes a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Olmo. It's a promising position. Takes aim and terrific header. He scored! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Martin. De Jong spots it and intercepts. Yamal. De Jong shifted it to the flank. Fermin does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Tries to dink it through. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Fermin threads one in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That pass isn't the best. De Jong.
2 added minutes has
And
been
it's
indicated.
Olmo. Looking tidy in possession here. Wriggles his way through. Looking to play him in. And the half-time whistle goes. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So once again, we're underway. Vermeer. Yamal. Looking for options for movement. And the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Pavlovic was in no mood for any of that. Ricci. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It's a searching pass.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, super ball. Decent chance! Zaniolo. Now it's Darwin. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Crossbar! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
The attendance for this match was 80,953.
That is good strength. Eric Garcia, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rafinha gets into a good position, fires it in low. Yehi plays it long. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And it's Lopez. Now, can they get him away? And he's intervened well there. Fermin. Dani Olmo. He's away. Shoots! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 10. Yamal.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Rafinha. Number 7. Ferran Torres. Coming on the field. Number 14.
Martin.
Rashford.
Has a look and plays it forward. And it's Pedri. Can he get on the end of this? He is through here. Lewandowski. Oh, well played, well played. That's going to go a long way. Tries to play it through. Pau Kubasi cuts it out. More and more pressure on the ball here. Now that looks a decent ball.
Nepal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Pedri, foot in.
Substitution.
De Jong.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Rashford.
There will be 3 minutes.
Shot a goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Aimed beyond the defence. Chance for a shot! And that is that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, this look.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And there really are few places on earth quite like this. The grand cathedral of football that is the Giuseppe Meazza.
his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
And with that, the end. Well, well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Action has already started. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, the contributions made by Barella, I think, will be key here, Peter. He loves to take up that right half space, we know that. But
Mkhitaryan is on his own. Mkhitaryan! Oh, he's won it! They willed it, and it happened! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And that ends it. All over in a flash. Wow.
That really was intense stuff, Peter. Just overwhelmed their opponents with their level of intensity and the high tempo of their play. Sure, the winners took many risks along the way, but they were rewarded very handsomely.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So there he is, Wesley Sneijder, a terrific playmaker. Yeah. Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Mkhitaryan clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
And he has been fouled there. Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Barella picks it up from the goal kick. Martinez, big chance! Oh, he's done it! The goal to end it all! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And that ends it! Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it does not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, the winger Lee Kang-in is a very interesting player, Peter, because there's something almost unique about the way he dribbles, the close ball control, the ability to break those lines. Easily one of the best prospects to emerge out of South Korea in recent times.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Can he finish? And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Nicely spread. Pass somewhat off target. De Bruyne. He's in a great position here. De Bruyne. He might try the shot! No mistake! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Cordoba are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, just skips past his man. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played. Well,
Zaniolo! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Costa Curta clears it away. Cordoba have the chance to go the other way. It's made its way to it. Lee Kang-in! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage.
Oh, they could be caught out here. And he's managed to shapes to shoot. Now, who's going to be first to this? It's out for a goal kick. Pavlovic.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Pinches it off him. And they're back on the ball again. DiMarco. Great vision. Goretz shoots! It's a goal! Half-time imminent! What a time to score!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
We have got ourselves a game here. Decent chance! He has done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
And he shoots! Oh, he's been caught napping. Locatelli. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center? Substitution on the field, number 19, Lee Kangen.
That gets things going for the second half.
Number 20.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Not the most convincing of passes. It's a pretty loose pass. Beckenbauer tries to clear. Nicely weighted ball. That's a shade optimistic. Now he's got space here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Beckenbauer. Marquinhos is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending. Not the most accurate pass. And we're not going to make any further progress now. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Beckenbauer. That has ended up in no man's land. Raul is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Roberto Carlos. And he's had a hit! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
On the field, number 4, number 14.
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a
Coming on
change.
the field, number 9, Darwin Núñez. Number 10, Denny Olmo.
No, that's been intercepted. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Di Maria. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And a chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Zielinski, number 7.
So now the difference is 3. He won't be happy with that one. He's going to be disappointed with that. Nice looking ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That is good alertness. Alisson with the clearance. Alexander-Arnold tries to pass it through. Can he finish? It's hit the upright. He's got it all. And they are right back within touch. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Looking for the run. And the shots! Goal! With so little time left, grandstand finish! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
This is threatening to become a really good game. Can he get it through? And he cuts out the supply. That's been cut out, well played. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And he's heaved it away. Messi.
If they want to count...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So that's got things underway. Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership, glory and superb character.
And not a few goals, actually.
Yeah, of course.
Batistuta gets through on his own. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
What a stop. Rui Costa!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. And the pass is intercepted. He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, super find. And he can clear it away. That's a smartly directed ball. Played through for the wide man.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Tries to pass it through. Knocks it into space. Goes for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive.
Batistuta! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Batistuta has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
We expected better, and so did he. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Cáceres. Neymar. Chance! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Manchester United are... Great chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Neymar gets it away. Well, that looks a decent ball. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's quick to get it clear again. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He's in plenty of space here. This is Rui Costa. Shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now it's Madueke. Rice did well to emerge. And he's let fly! That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Oyarzabal, nice looking ball. Pass is just off target. That pass isn't the best. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. claimed it in a trice.
3 minutes at a
Well,
time.
that's beautifully weighted. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, there's the clearance. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That has been cut short. And there's the end of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as you know.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too kicked.
Oyarzabal! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Right card. It's Rui Costa. Rui Costa unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Oyarzabal.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
898.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Tries to play it through. He's had a shot! And again the keeper stands strong.
Oyarzabal really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Rui Costa gets rid without sophistication. DiMarco. Caceres is there. And he's decided to go for it. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Oh, good-looking ball. Cleared away. Darwin looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Haaland might just make this. Now it's Darwin. And they win it back again. Now it's Rui Costa. And that could set him on his way. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mateus. Now it's Neymar. It's Neymar! Oh, split second. And that will be the final act. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. It is edge of the seat time here. Their place in the league at stake. Great for the neutrals, utterly unbearable for anyone with a vested interest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Donnarumma making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Mateus. Donatoni plays the return pass. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Rice. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Nepal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That's the keeper's ball. Serginho cuts out the pass. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Can he get on the end of this? And that was very necessary.
Neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Haaland has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Stood up well to him there. Albert Ferrer. And it's Rice. Akanji kept aware. And it is reclaimed easily. Looking for the run. Akanji spots it and intercepts.
Barcelona really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are...
He's going for goal!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Xabi Alonso is the team's great visionary. And Donatoni still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. That's a cute ball. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Oyarzabal. That has been cut short. Mateus. Nicely shaped ball. Thiago Silva promptly onto that, and that is that. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's going to be disappointed with that. Got a Tony.
1 minute at a time.
Deep into stoppage time. And we've reached half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively, I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway. So neither side has yet broken through. Inzaghi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Looking for options for movement. Floated through. Struck first time. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Akanji gets over and intercepts. Got a Tony. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what...
And Batistuta! Oh, glorious! Batting goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! How do you look back on that goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers. Little
Decent chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Substitutions taking place.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change. No, again there's no way through. Berbatov, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Batistuta, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach.
He's had a shot! And he's found the net! And from the brink of doom and despair, back they come.
There's the superb character and personality we always talk about, Peter. And you can tell it's really unsettled their opponents. The question now is, can they take advantage of what they've just done? Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Paul really can see it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Valverde. And he gets rid in a hurry.
They're avoiding...
He's off the ball! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And that's been won straight back. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Batistuta. Mateus. It's a sharp pass. Now it's Kane. Cannavaro. Hazard. He's being urged. Batistuta! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And that is that. And the tears flow. The draw simply not good enough.
With a quick request for support.
After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? Nepal?
Can probably take some heart in that they won't be going down in the worst way possible, but that's scant consolation, really. This has to go down as
So we're all raring to go again. Of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. And he's been shifted off it. Driving on and making good progress. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, the winger, Lee Kang...
Oh, shooting chance! It's hit the upright.
Zaniolo.
Gehi cuts out the pass. Alexander-Arnold. And he was quick to react. So we're still where we started right now. Lee Kang-in can so cleverly bypass the press. Goretzka turns back here, probably the best option. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Too much on that, it's gone out. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Zaniolo.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Pavlovic, looking to play him in. Getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Oh, sweet feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, it's played into the area. Cleared without hesitation. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And the action is back on the way. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Real chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence. That's been slipped. Judge, surely! He has First blood drawn. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
After 52 minutes is number 8.
So we have the first goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Zaniolo, decent chance! It's a goal! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Spread out to the left.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's looking wide. Goretzka. And they can counter here. Oh, that's a key interception. Locatelli. DiMarco. That's a cute ball. This looks promising. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
That's good running with the ball. Just eases him off the ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Just about up to 75 minutes. No, that's been intercepted. Shifted upfield. This is intriguing. Next goal, critical. He's had a shot! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Now, can they get him away?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
A header! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Lobbed in behind. Oh, this is a great position.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And there goes the final whistle. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Lee Kang-in taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And as you can see, header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. No, couldn't quite control it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
They've played it short. Oh, that's neat. And he's in on goal. Threads one in. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And now the breakaway. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And it's made its way to him. Shot a goal!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Still goalless at the moment. Passing is crisp and sharp. This looks promising. And he was alert to it. Locatelli. It's a really well-measured ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Picked out brilliantly. And a chance! Goal! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. DiMarco. Lee Kang-in receives it in a good position here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Oh, they could break here. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Spread out to the left. Oh, he's played it in low. Well, and there's the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Reflections on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score, 0. Chance! And he hits the net! The second half sparks straight into life! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
He's in a great position here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's gone direct here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution on the field. Number 9. Coming on.
Both sides taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Substitution.
Shapes to shoot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And he's there to clear it. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Substitution in progress.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Substitution on the field. Number 80.
So there's going to be another change here.
Coming on the field. Number 77. Number 31.
DiMarco.
Welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Shoots! Goal! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Distributed tidily. He's found the way through. So what can they make of this? Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, that's a key interception.
Substitutions taking place.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Played out to the right.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Zielinski. Dani Olmo has found the net here, of course. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pavlovic. And that will be it. It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Lee Kang-in picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
To the staff room immediately.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. That is good alertness.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Nicely aimed pass. Oh, that's a fine interception. That's really well cleared. And it's Locatelli. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Verdi running with the ball. Locatelli wins the duel this time.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
DiMarco providing an outlet on that flank.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Looking to go deep. Lee Kang-in plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Lee Kang-in. He's through, now is he in? Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's played it in low.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He is through here. And he's there to clear it.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And now they can spring out of defence. He's in a great position here. Neither side giving way. It has been tight.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Locatelli. He's had it taken off him. Well, that looks a decent ball. Referee's given a throw. Zaniolo. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Shapes the shoot! They score! Deep into first half stoppage time. A crucial goal. Simplicity itself.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
There is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Gehi. And they've switched it over to the other side. Oh, a delicate chip through. Lee Kang in. Lee Kang in! Denied by an instinctive save.
Lee Kang-in actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, shooting chance! And that has been cleared. And it's DiMarco. Looking here to chip it through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Lee Kang-in. Coming on to replace him is number 9, Darwin Núñez.
Oh, that's delightful. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Substitution on the field. Number 27. Coming on the field is number 20, Di Maria.
Gehi, your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
DiMarco being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and it's about time they woke up to the main threat. He had licence to deliver pretty much unchecked.
Fires it in low. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And this is Goretzka. In by Goretzka. He's on it, can he get away? And there's his chance to lead the counter. 1-0 as we head towards the end. He's got away. Verdi. Real chance! So close to drawing level.
Verdi clearly knows that he let himself down there. He'd like another pop at that one, but that's not how it works.
Oh, super ball! And he's certainly onside here. Pavlovic gets it away.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Played back in. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. And it's made its way to him. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the tap.
He's having a shot! And it's a goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
After 10 minutes is number 19, Lee Canyon.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Ball's played through. Some good work on the right flank here. Not the most accurate pass. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Tries a measured ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. And he's managed to get chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Distributed tidily. Passing is crisp and sharp, and reclaimed it in a trice. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Looking tidy in possession here. This looks promising. Here comes the cross. Allison claims it without any fuss. That has been cut short. Great vision. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. DiMarco. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Nepal really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
No, that was never going to make it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
DiMarco. That has been slung wide. It's a promising position. Opts to play it back.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Can he finish? Oh, that wasn't far away.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Substitution on the field. Number 9. Coming on
We
to
have got
replace
changes
him
here,
is
from both sides, in
number
fact.
11. Substitution.
DiMarco. Yehi. And it's DiMarco. Alexander-Arnold. That's headed upfield. And that's an errant pass.
Substitution on the field. Number 80.
So there's going to be another change here.
Coming on the field. Number 77. Number 30.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he was quick to get it clear again. It'll be a throw-in.
Substitution in progress.
And here's Di Maria. Knocks it into space. Caught offside that time. Very much into the last knockings. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Played back in. And he's heaved it away.
Added time.
That's been cut out, well played. Oh, that's fabulous. Gets into some space. Cross to the back post. And that's it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal.